Hello and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions, okay? So, as indicated in the collective readings, I said I will be posting readings for teens or teen readings. And the reason why I'm posting these, ladies and gentlemen, is because we have a very, very big problem with gun violence here. And unfortunately, most gun violence is caused by these teens out here. So I thought that it would be a good idea if I would do readings so that you parents could become more aware of what your child is doing or your teen, okay? So today what I like to do is um, to see what spirit has to say regarding Virgo teens, all right? This is a happy birthday period for you Virgos out here. So I like to share this reading with you. And in this reading, I'm going to look at your past, your present, what's hidden, provide you with advice, and provide you with a likely outcome should you continue on as you are here. Now, this reading is not directed towards teens, okay? It's for you adults out here to get a sense of what your teen is going through. But of course, I know that there are teens watching this. So heed the advice that I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay. And if this reading resonates with you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit. And be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to use my tarot for kids in order to illustrate your reading today. And what I like to do now is to just shuffle up and get a sense of what's the overarching energy or theme pervading your reading. And this reading is valid for the school period 2023 into 2024 here. So, Spirit, what is the overarching energy pervading this reading here? And again, this reading is for Virgo teens here between the ages of 13, excuse me, excuse me, between the ages of 13 through 19. Okay? So, Spirit, what is the overarching energy here? So, let's see. All right, we have the Four of Coins, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So, with that energy, let me just place the cards down. So, with that energy, the Four of Coins, it connects with, of course, well, it's actually governed by the sun, and it's actually the sun and Capricorn. But of course, it connects with earth signs in general: Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So, this is certainly Virgo's energy. And this card is all about a love of power, it's all about hindrances, stubbornness, and taking care of one's belongings and savings. So, I certainly do see your team passing this year, particularly perhaps a major exam that some of them might be up against. And I see many of them making a conscious effort to live within their means, which is good, ladies and gentlemen. Feel that your team likes to help others, and I see them working very hard on their studies this year. But you must get them to relax, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of feeling here when needed. I also feel that they will be, or by the end of this year, they're going to certainly feel a bit more secure with how they look or present themselves. Okay? Let's go on and just take another card off the deck here and just look at their past here. Okay, so you have the best friends, ladies and gentlemen. That card equates to the lovers card. So with that card that represents an air sign, usually a Gemini, and this card is all about choices, harmony, and decision. So it seems your team met because this is more in the past, a new friend or a new romantic interest. Perhaps I'm getting, it could potentially be, from the symbolism shown here from this card, the person could have been from a different background, okay, or culture. And he or she may have even felt an interest in maybe two different subjects I'm getting in the past here. And this might have happened last year or it could have recently happened here, okay? And it seems like he or she, ladies and gentlemen, was really happy I'm getting to really try new things. So, in any event, I feel that this team seems to have had to make a choice in some aspect of his or her life. It could be a choice in school. Perhaps there are like maybe problems in the beginning in terms of which school this team would want to go to. Could be a university or anything because again, the age span is between 13 to 19. Or just simply friendships or subjects to take, etc., etc., ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to that. So let's fast forward a bit and just see what seems to be happening in the present here. Oh, we have the Eight of Swords here. So look at the symbolism, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Eight of Swords. And with the Eight of Swords, Jupiter is in Gemini. And this card seems to be all about evaluating trust. It's all about self loathing, a sense of restrictiveness, even self sabotage, okay? It tends to be a know it all type energy or just refusing to embrace new things here. So I'm kind of getting that your team might have created a self imposed prison here right now, and he or she requires help or advice, or parents, you might need to talk to your team to see what's making him or her feel a bit stuck right now. Okay? Perhaps there may be family problems and or this child might be feeling a bit restricted. It could be restricted in his or her finances because here the bottom energy did show the four of coins here. A restriction that makes this team feels a bit miserly. Okay? I'm also seeing too it looks like Spirit is showing me that a situation is inhibiting your team from really making a choice or a change that's really necessary. Okay? And maybe he or she just isn't being true to himself or just being a bit fearful at this time here. And of course, when you're going to school or if this teen is going into a new school, this is a feeling that most teams would have. You know, some of them may be moving from junior high to high school, So it's a fearful type feeling, but it nevertheless are very restricted type feelings, which parent is worthy of you investigating. Okay? Let's go on and just pull another card, ladies and gentlemen, just to see what might be hidden in your situation, despite whatever obstacles that your team might be having at this time here. Keep in mind, if this reading resonates, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button here. So what's hidden? We have the sun here. So because this is a major arcana, major and radical changes are certainly coming about. And with the sun, of course, it connects with Leos. Because this card brings about a lot of enthusiasm, attainment, ladies and gentlemen, clarity of mind, victory, as well as creativity. And a good thing here is that this card also offsets the negative aspect of this Eight of Swords that we see here. Okay, again, bringing about confidence and success. Inner peace and happiness seems it will be restored in this team's life. I'm seeing that it looks like a commemorative type of occasion will arrive where this team will receive some type of, I'm seeing honors, awards. I also see your team becoming a bit more creative. And for some of you, if your team, is uh, athletically inclined and plays sports, and plays sports, I see him or her doing very well. This I also see your team being an eye catcher, really. You know, a lot of people are going to be very interested in him or her as well. All right. So let's go on and just pull a card to just give you advice. Of course, this advice is more so for the team, but it's certainly something that you could talk to him or her about here. We have the Four of Cups, and of course, for those of you teens who are viewing here, uh, I hope that I have made this reading seamless enough so that you can follow here. So we have the Four of Cups here. So let's look at this in terms of advice. With this card, the moon is in Cancer. So the advice is because this, when you look at the symbolism in this card, this person looks very bored, right? So the teen needs to express a bit more enthusiasm. Your teen needs to stop bottling up his or her feelings and have faith, in the decisions and choices that he or she makes. And know that whatever decision and choices made are in fact right for him or her. Your team needs to kind of avoid negative thinking and to try to embrace new opportunities. Keep a positive outlook about things and stop worrying about others. And to embrace a bit more self-love because it seems that your team might have a tendency to focus more on others and not really on his or her needs, and there's a need for this to be done here. Okay, so now let's go on and just select a probable or likely outcome should your team continue on as he or she is here. Okay, we have the Two of Swords here. So I really don't like a card to end like that or a reading to end with a sword. Although all swords are not necessarily bad in and of themselves. So I'm going to select another card here. So we have the Three of Coins here. So let's look at those two cards. So it looks like Spirit is telling your team to really take his or her time and to really surrender procrastination. And although I'm feeling that some obstacles might remain, because of course in life we have both negative and positive things that tend to crop up. However, I feel that if your team continue to stand his or her ground and listen to advice given and not be so bullheaded, I think that things are gonna really go well for your team this year. Okay, because Spirit is certainly showing that to me, and it looks like that with this Three of Coins here that kind of sits next to that. Your team will also have the opportunity to display his or her talent in some way. I see him or her being praised here. So it seems that really only the negative thing really that I would say here in this reading is that your team need to just not be his or her worst own enemy here because that might hold him back or her back. Okay, so this is the reading that I have. I certainly hope that you Virgo teens are having a pleasant birthday experience, and you parents, you are ensuring that your child or children is or are okay. Again, if this reading resonates, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings. Should any of you wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can send an email to me or you can access my website to see the variety of readings that I do. But in this instance, it might be best to send an email so that we can customize a reading that will be most suitable to address your needs. Thanks so much for your time, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Enjoy your day.